Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on our Deadside series. In today's video, we're talking everything about armored vests. The biggest goal here is basically testing it to see what the armor protects from, right? To see how much protection it actually provides. And we're going to do so with 3 different types of weapons just to generally show what it's actually protecting from. And then we will go from there. But before we actually hop in, what I want us to look at is the 3 vests we're going to be covering today and their cost. So if you scroll down under the trader in the equipment section, what you'll see here is it takes you down to the police vest, which is your level 1. You have an assault vest, which is level 2. And then thirdly, you have the heavy assault vest, which is your tier 3. Now, keep in mind, these do cost money, right? If you're buying it from the trader, it costs 25 to 150K. You can find at least police vest out in the wild on the military type guys, and I've seen up to a tier 2. I have yet to see a tier 3 out in the wild yet, but if you have seen one, definitely leave it in the comments below. But what we're going to be doing, we're going to run out to the base. We're going to have one of our friends hop in, somebody from the Kicker crew hop in, and basically shoot us a lot of times, and we're going to be testing out what kind of protection they provide, with a test subject of ourselves with no armor to show what it works with no armor, and then what it actually works with those same guns shooting from the same distance inside the actual base against the 3 different armors. And then at the end, what we'll do is we'll wrap it all up and show you what those stats come out to and then how they work. Okay, welcome back. So what we're going to do first is a test without any armor on, none of the vest. What we'll be testing is the Beretta M9. We'll be testing the Mosin-K and the AK mod. Just a range of weapons, something like a pistol, a actual rifle, and then an assault rifle. We'll try one of all 3 of those, see how it actually affects with no armor, and then what we will do is that same test with each of the other armors. I've actually brought in somebody from the Kicker crew, Mr. Strat, you'll see here in front of me. He's going to take the pleasure of actually shooting me multiple times over and over again, and we're going to be healing up in between. We are in the base right now, so that way hopefully it will be safer so nobody will be stealing our loot. But let's go ahead and get started. So whenever you're ready, let's start with the M9, and let's shoot for center chest, and we'll watch my health here in the bottom left. 1 shot. All right, so it took it from 100 down to 65. That was the 9x19. Let me heal up now. All right, next up is the Mosin-K with no armor. Straight to the chest. We're back up to 100. Let's see what happens. Oh, instant. Straight death. I'm dead. All right, let me respawn, get back to the base. Somewhat as quickly as possible. All right, guys, so the Mosin-K actually did kill me completely, so it was a 1 shot. Last for the no armor challenge is we are going to be using the AK mod. Single shot straight to the chest, and we'll see how much damage it does. All right, go ahead, Strat. That one took 40. We're down to 60 health. Well, that one's not as bad. I mean, it hurt, right? But at least it wasn't a death. So it took us down to 60. So that one was 40. So interestingly enough, the AK mod on a single shot is actually only 5 more stronger against no armor than the actual Beretta. So instead of 35, it actually took 40 health away. So let's heal back up, throw on some armor, and we'll see how the police vest does. Okay, so next up is the first piece of armor. This is going to be the police vest. So this is the cheapest piece of armor that we've covered so far. So stepping up from no armor, we're now going to be using the police armor and see the same guns. We're using the Beretta M9 again, the Mosin-K, and the AK mod, and we'll see how much damage it does. So we've healed back up to 100 health, and let's give it a shot. All right, Strat, so M9. Let's do M9 straight to the chest with the police vest. All right, so that took me to 79. So it's 21. So no armor was 35 using that one, and with the police vest, it was only 21. So it definitely helped, for sure. Let me heal up real quick. So the M9 did 21 damage on the police vest. We're now going to go back to the Mosin-K. since that was what we did second without any armor, even though that one killed us. Let's do the police vest with a Mosin-K. All right, strat. Mosin-K on police vest. One shot to the chest. Let's see. Hey, I didn't die. I didn't die. So that one took me down to 20 health. So it did 80. Okay, so we're healed back up. Again, the Mosin-K took us down to 20 health. So it actually definitely saved us. And now the final gun for the police vest is going to be the AK mod. So this is a third one. Just a reminder, the last time it actually did 40 damage on a single shot. So hopefully it won't be that much. And after that, we'll move up to the next armor. All right, strat, ready for the AK. Okay, so that one took me down to 72. So 28 is all that it did. 28 damage. That's good to know. All right, so that's all for the police vest. Definitely good data so far. We're actually stepping it up to the tier 2 armor. This is the assault vest, as we mentioned earlier. Tier 2. So we're using the same 3 guns again, guys. So M9, Mosin-K will be second. Third will be AK mod. So we're starting with the M9. Straight to the chest again. One shot. We're full health. Let's go. 81. So it took us down to 81, so that's 19. So realistically, that's not much different from tier 1 to tier 2. So tier 1 armor did 21 damage. Tier 2 armor only did 19, so it's only 2 points difference. Okay, guys, so moving on, we're now on to our second weapon on the assault vest. This will be the Mosin-K. Single shot to the chest. All right, strat, let's go. Oh, down to 25 health. Okay, so the assault vest does 75 damage, which is good to know. Again, this is only 5 better than the first tier vest, the police vest. All right, next up is the last gun for the tier 2 armor. On this assault vest, we are taking a shot with the AK mod. Ready when you are. Took us to 74, so it's 26 damage. So once again, it only provided 2 extra points of damage for moving from tier 1 to tier 2 on that one. Let me heal, and I'll go change out. All right, guys. So now we're stepping up to tier 3 armor. This is the heavy assault armor. We're going to be using the same guns again, M9, Mosin-K, and then the AK mod. All right, man. M9, let's see. 83 is what I'm left with. So it's another 2 points. So it only did 17 damage. But that's actually only down 2 from the tier 2 armor. Next up for the tier 3 armor is the second shot. It is the Mosin-K. All right, let's go. So it took me down to 30. So that did 70 damage. So that was actually 5 difference. Than the tier 2. Tier 2 took me down to 25, and this one took me down to 30. So it was 75 damage versus 70. Okay, and last but not least of the shots today is on the tier 3 armor, the heavy assault armor. We are using the AK mod. When you're ready, man. So it took me to 76. So it did 2 less damage than medium tier armor, and so it did 24 damage. All right, everybody, let's wrap it up and see what we came up with. So you've heard me rattle out a bunch of numbers during the video, but what we're seeing here is the actual stats thrown on a single page. And what you'll find is this is the damage done, okay? So how much damage was done to me during the different tests based upon what weapon we were using and what armor we had. So what you'll see is some things pretty interesting. Number one, the armor does work, right? That was the biggest question I've heard from other people on the server and other people in chat is, does armor work? And then the second question is, to what extent, right? And so when you look at it, the Beretta M9, just for example, looking on that first line, no armor, it does 35 damage. At the range you saw in the video, one shot to the chest, 35 damage. When you put on armor just to the police vest, it reduces it to 21, which is a pretty good jump, honestly. And then the interesting part is, though, going from tier 1 armor to tier 3, or tier 2 and tier 3, like, that's when it comes the whole risk versus reward, or cost benefit, right? Is it worth it for those extra 2 points of armor protection against an M9 to cost an extra $100,000? That's up to you to decide. Similarly, like, the biggest difference we saw on these guns we tested. Now, granted, we didn't test Mosin, we didn't test the SVD or some of the others, but even on the Mosin-K, it provided an extra 5 damage protection, right? It reduced the damage done by 5 points, moving for $100,000. But is that still worth it, right? When you look at something like these armors, 2 shots from the Mosin, you're dead regardless, right? If somebody places 2 shots on you. So it's very interesting information. I hope this helps. Feel free to do your own tests. If you have any other questions or any requests, please leave them in the comments below, and we would be more than happy to answer and do what we can to get you all the information that you're wanting. Thank you so much, though, for sticking around. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, though, so that way you'll be around for other weapons tests we're doing, the other helmets, which is coming up next, and all the other videos we put out here on the channel. We appreciate it as always, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.